Calzaghe 20 out of 58. Jones 18 out of 33. Calzaghe with a 12-0 edge in jabs. Jones had his moments in that round, but as you see, Harold Lederman gave it to Calzaghe.
He's having problems getting that punch in with Calzaghe, and that's got.
Manuel, it just appears to me that Calzaghe's body attack is beginning to take its toll. Jones looks a little bit more labored than at the beginning.
And also Calzaghe's rhythm, his in and out rhythm, it's not that easy to time. You know, he's not just a guy that's walking in flat-footed before you can time him this one. He comes in and out.
Earned the tactical equation in his favor. Takes a big uppercut there. Excellent punch by Jones. And maybe Jones has found another way to land his right hand. And Joe fights back the way he's most accustomed to.
But Roy stunned him in round 2. But after that, Joe...
Third fight, there were opportunities for Roy to win.
At 1-2.
And
good
so
counter left by Jones. Another one.
With sharp, clean punches. And
solid left hand by Calzaghe. Follows it up with a couple of body shots. Another flurry by Calzaghe. Drives Jones back against the ropes. Roy may be momentarily hurt.
He's hurt. Straight left.
Blood above the left eye of Roy. He is wearing Jones down with the constant assault. Again, the hand speed flurries by Calzaghe. Jones gets him off with one punch. Calzaghe dropping his hands and staring at Jones and watching the blood flow and going back to work.
And all this said, Roy is...
Saw Roy Jones cut. But I've never saw him knocked out until they got knocked out by Tarver and by
Calzaghe
Johnson.
showboating again, taunting Jones with counter shots, and Calzaghe now is walking through them.
Yeah, the signature.
Bring it up, bring it up.
This kind of pressure. Tarver at the time was not considered this kind of fighter.
The cut I've ever seen him experience. They did not manage to do anything close.
The Tarver fights in this third fight, there was a kind of a concession on Roy's part. I don't see him conceding here. He's still trying to win.
Absolutely. Fighting with more will and heart than was the case against Tarver or Glenn. He's never been cut. And obviously, nothing ever like this.
No, I've never seen him cut, and I've been watching him fight since he was a 15-year-old kid in the cut. That's straight.
Depending on how long he can go with that cut.
Calzaghe has taken a little bit of a vacation this round, but now begins to apply the pressure again.
Well, I feel he's got control over the fight in every way.
And when he's able to push Jones into corners, he's totally in control. Now, the combinations and the hand speed, and Jones looking to land one big shot. Calzaghe wrestling him into position, dodging the left hook, firing away again. He's swamping Jones with activity and willpower and desire.
Off his face. 7th round of the Ezzard Charles fight. The ref said you have one more round. He knocked Charles
Minute-by-minute basis.
But this is what he can't do. As long as he was aggressive going forward, Calzaghe didn't do anything, but he cannot bag back to the ropes and let Joe get his momentum.
Roy can punch with both hands.
But it's Joe who's doing the punching, and Roy who's having to cover up.
Even if they're between rounds, they've had time to go ahead and find someone else, another trainer, and get some coagulants or something.
Set in. It's cruel, as in a boxing ring. One more big right hand to punch. He begins the 10th round with a couple of body shots.
Side of the apron, and the cut is on the left-hand side. And I don't know why Orton Bergeson doesn't get out of that ring.
He would try to land some hooks. In the Jones corner believes they're doing all the right things. Bottom line is they have not been effective in stopping the...
Very, very difficult to... Right there, see, he pulls back. And he'd always be a threat for Roy anyway.
And therein lies the danger of fighting well past your prime.
Yep.
That people speculate, well, I don't know, maybe Calzaghe would have beaten Roy at his best. After all, we just saw him beat him. No one's walking through
here to win the fight is that he lands something huge and turns it all around by hurting Calzaghe, and Calzaghe still giving him chances to do it. Calzaghe would be within his rights in shutting down and Jones. It's Joe Calzaghe, and I'll beat you anyway.
Very sporting of him, Jim.
Don't hold, let go.
I think he's also, frankly, slowed Jones down to the point where basically time. Impossible to tell what he's saying, but he's talking to Calzaghe the whole time. Probably something to the effect of, you can't knock me out.
Well, there's enough blood for this to be the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Pulling a bit of a Jake LaMotta here.
Robinson, and the line was, you never knock me out. And Terry O'Connor of Wales is from...
The upending. He hopes to win. So far, maybe he's thrown, that's maybe his second punch of the round.
And Calzaghe's walking in with his hands down and giving Roy every chance to land something big, but still dominating the action. Crowd wants Jones to try
The fight, I think it's really did nothing but enhance his respect from the fans still.
Yeah, but what would enhance it even more, I think, is if in this last 45 seconds, out to win.
Yeah, and maybe Calzaghe shouldn't showboat quite so much. Maybe Calzaghe should pay a little bit more respect than to take advantage of this to really try to embarrass Jones down the stretch. Just fight, Jones. You've made your point. Good body shots by both men. Jones takes one last home run swing, and Calzaghe drives him back with a couple of blows. Crowd rises for what might be the last time in the ring for both men. Just could be farewell. And if the scores are what we anticipate them to be, based on what you see there from Harold Lederman, then Calzaghe's win over Jones will be in some ways a carbon copy of his win over Hopkins. Down in the first round, loses the first couple, and then swamps the opponent with greater activity.
Unbelievable ability to recuperate from knockdowns and come back and win fights.
Julie Lederman, good dossier of credible decisions in the past. Had Jones over Trinidad, 117-109. Very solid, predictable judge. Terry O'Connor from England, not from Wales. 11 title fights, none noteworthy enough for us to list them here. And Jerry Roth, as experienced as anybody with 142 title fights in his background, had Marquez, the leader, over Pacquiao in their second fight, a fight barely won by Manny Pacquiao. So Harold Lederman gave the last 10 rounds of the fight to Calzaghe. It seems possible that a judge may have found one or two in there to give to Jones, but it's also possible that judges could have given the second round to Calzaghe. Other than that, it seems pretty cut and dried. And let's see if Calzaghe has made it to 46-0 as Michael Buffer reads the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Madison Square Garden, New York City, we go to the scorecards. All three judges, Jerry Roth, Terry O'Connor, and Julie Lederman, score the bout 118-109. To the winner by unanimous decision, the fighting pride of Newbridge, Wales, still light heavyweight champion of the world,